Hi, I'm Jenny Phillips, the owner of the Good and the Beautiful curriculum. I'm going to talk about teaching pencil grip to children. So first of all, what is good pencil grip? A good pencil grip allows you to move the fingers efficiently rather than the wrist or the whole hand or the arm, not get fatigued easily, and to write neatly. There are a few different pencil grips that work efficiently, but the dynamic tripod grip is the gold standard of pencil grip. The pencil rests against the hand like this, gripped by the index finger and the thumb, with the pencil resting on the middle finger and these two fingers tucked under, like this. As I write, look how my fingers are controlling the pencil. Having this much control by the fingers makes it so much easier to have precise control by the tip of the pencil. As I write, look how my fingers are controlling the pencil. By having my fingers control the pencil, it makes it easier to write neatly. You have such precise control close to the tip of the pencil. Also notice that there's very little movement in the wrist or in the arm. Now, look what happens when I use an incorrect pencil grip. Can you see how much movement is required in the wrist? And if you could see closely here, you can see these muscles are also moving here. And I can also feel that my shoulder muscle is more tightened and engaged as well. And when I use the correct pencil grip, my shoulder is relaxed, my arm muscles are relaxed, I'm not using my wrist very much, and thus I'm not getting as fatigued as I write. Not only does an incorrect pencil grip fatigue the hand, wrist, and arm muscles, but the position also covers the letters you're writing. You can see how this incorrect pencil grip blocks my vision. If I'm writing the words here, it's hard to see them. But if I am writing with the correct pencil grip, this is open and I'm able to see the words that I'm writing with a much clearer view. Young toddlers don't usually have the fine motor skills to hold the dynamic tripod grip. It's fine for them to hold their crayons and pencils however they want and however they feel comfortable. So I strongly suggest not making a toddler hold their crayons in a certain way. The more the child uses their hands for things like coloring, working with Play-Doh, cutting, playing with blocks, the sooner they will develop the necessary strength and fine motor skills to hold the pencil in a dynamic tripod grip. This usually happens between ages 4.5 and 7. It's really hard to correct a poor pencil grip the longer it is used, so as soon as your child is ready, it is good to work on pencil grip. But it is usually not a child's favorite thing to do. So I'll show you a way to teach pencil grip in a way that doesn't make them hate writing. So a nice way to do it is to lay the pencil down and have them grip the pencil in the right place. You do not want them to grip down too close to the tip, and you don't want them even this far up because they're just going to not have as much control on the pencil. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just to have them practice where to pinch the pencil with their thumb and their index finger. So I'm going to walk through the whole way of showing them how to do the pencil grip and then give you some ideas on how to practice this in a way that's not going to make them frustrated. So you're going to have them pinch the pencil in the right place with their thumb and their index finger and then flip it up like this so that it's resting right in the middle of their hand. You don't want it up here. You don't want it like this. Don't want it like that. You just want it right in the middle of their hand there, resting easily. And then you want the thumb and the index finger are already pinching the pencil, and then the middle finger is going to rest right under the pencil. These two fingers are tucked under like this. And that gives you a really great pencil grip. So this, as easy as it looks, can be really hard for children to do. So one thing that I suggest is taking it step by step. So you're going to just first have them practice pinching the pencil in the right place until they can just totally master that. Even if that's all you do for a few days is have them do that, especially if they're younger. Older kids can probably go through the steps a lot more quickly. And then once they get that, have them practice pinching it and flipping it. Pinching it and flipping it so that it's just so easy for them to do that. And again, if that takes a few days, it's better to set aside writing completely if they're using an incorrect pencil grip to correct it and just have them do this until they get so comfortable that they just know exactly where to go and what to do. And then make sure that they have the middle finger resting under the pencil with these two fingers tucked under like this. Many children will start with a correct pencil grip if you make them, and then they'll switch to what they're used to. So how much do you stop them and make them correct their pencil grip? I say as often as you can without frustrating them too much. You need to read their cues and don't push them too hard. If you are doing language arts or handwriting with your child that is pushing them a little and having them focus on correct pencil grip at the same time when they haven't mastered it, the child can get easily overwhelmed and frustrated. It can be hard enough for a child just to focus on letter formation alone. If you can, I would set aside all the curriculum that you're using and focus on just pencil grip and making it fun until it's mastered, even if that takes you 1, 2, or 3 weeks. Then it will be smooth sailing and the child can focus just on the language arts or handwriting principles and not be overwhelmed. First, remember, take it step by step. The pinching first, and then the flipping, and then finish. And then you can do things like dot to dots and mazes. Try out our Doodles handwriting where the child is just tracing lines on fun pages and doing fun activities, even if they're up to 5 or 6 years old. The point is, pencil grip is hard, so having an activity that's fun and having them only focus on the pencil grip until it gets easy can be really helpful. Then transition to words if the child can already write and spell. So for example, you could give them a blank piece of paper, tell them a word, and have them write a word that rhymes with it. So the child might get frustrated if they're having to write whole sentences because they're thinking of capitalization and punctuation and all of those different things. And so you want to make sure that they are comfortable with writing small words before you move on. To download free pages from our Doodle handwriting courses, search Pencil Grip on our blog on goodandbeautiful.com. It may take work and reminders, but once pencil grip is solidified, it will be a blessing to your child. And one last piece of advice. If a child has been using an incorrect pencil grip for years, it is very hard to change. I know by experience. Children can write quickly and neatly with incorrect pencil grip, even if it might be a little less efficient and neat. You'll have to determine on an individual basis if it is worth the work and frustration it might cause to change the pencil grip in older children. If it's working for your child pretty well, it may not be worth massively stressing out you and the child. Use your best judgment. We have so many free, beautiful resources that help hundreds of thousands of families grow in good and beautiful ways. Check out goodandbeautiful.com today.
Check out our pre-writing handwriting course on goodandbeautiful.com.